Hey guys, thanks for joining us on another episode of Derek and Bethany React, where we react to real estate shows and movies that have real estate in them. We are active real estate agents, so we don't just react to these videos for fun. We actually sell real estate. So that's what's really cool, is that you're hearing from active real estate agents here in Middle Tennessee. So if you are moving here from out of state, or if you're moving out of state from here, we would love to help you with real estate needs. We just do these videos as a tool for you guys, something that you get to enjoy, you get to watch. We like to do the videos. We do not make money on these videos. So if you do like these videos and you want us to continue to do it, please go on YouTube, subscribe, go and follow us on our socials, on Facebook and Instagram. We would love to continue to do these videos for you guys, and we're so thankful for you.
So we've done some episodes of this before, but this is $1 Million Beach House, season 1, episode 3.
Oh, I think it's gonna get really good, because this is the 3rd episode we've ever watched, and it's been months since we've seen it, and we have no idea what's happening. Wish us luck.
I went in with a little bit of doubt, and I should have never doubted.
Why?
For no
That's
reason.
insulting to me, and that's the second time you doubted
I
it.
doubted you. I doubted, that this was perhaps a credible buyer.
When you're showing a property and you're the listing agent, and your job literally is to sell the house, you do not want to make the buyer or the buyer's agent in any way, form, or fashion feel uncomfortable, as if you don't believe they should be there. You should treat everybody, no matter what they look like, exactly the same. And the way you treat them is, you have all the money in the world and you can buy this property right now, and I believe everything that you say until proven wrong, period. And he did not do that. I remember that episode. He definitely did not do a great job of that. And I think his reason for the demeanor is I've got the most expensive listing in the Hamptons. Mm-hmm. I am it. I'm the it factor right now, and you are beneath me. And that's wrong, because in reality, you listed the property way high. Mm-hmm. So you're actually just sitting with a dead listing. You just don't even know it yet, which is sad. But I just think, as far as etiquette goes, and you don't do that no matter what, no matter if you have a high listing, a low listing, no matter if the buyer comes in wearing some blue jean shorts. I don't care. You still treat them the exact same.
Yep.
This is a business. You have to get along with your coworkers. Even if you don't like somebody, you have to respect them.
Yeah.
I mean,
everyone just needs to mind their business and focus on getting new deals done. Like, I just sold the house for $10 million, right? I've already closed 4 deals this summer while they're sitting around arguing.
So when it comes down to your coworkers, and for real estate agents, we're all coworkers. So I think there's over 19,000 realtors here in Middle Tennessee, which is a lot. Mm-hmm. And at some point, you're gonna work with somebody and it's gonna go wrong. And you're gonna work with them again and it's gonna go right. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna work with them again and it's gonna go wrong. You're gonna work with the same agents multiple times. So in this case, clearly they are like the only agents in there that have any type of clout, I guess, when it comes to the Hamptons. But here, I mean, there is 19,000 realtors, but I can't tell you how many times I've done deals with the same agents. Yeah. Because, of those 19,000, you have some that their specific price point is $1 million or more. Some of them are, I don't sell anything over 400,000. I mean, it just depends. And your niche market is gonna have a lot of other agents that have the same niche market, and you're gonna be working with them and they with you. So the best thing to do is be respectful, like he said, make sure that you don't burn bridges and things like that. So again, going back to the way that was handled was just wrong.
Yeah, and I think they're still talking about it, still some drama, and that guy made a good point. Look, guys, I've sold 4 houses and you're just worried about drama. Like,
you gotta let it go and go to work.
Yeah, why are we not working?
And the reason why is because we sell real estate. Doesn't mean that we get a salary. Doesn't mean that we get paid. You only get paid if you sell houses. So if I was them, I'd just stop talking and go to work.
there's a few newly renovated colonial captain's homes, and that's really what I base my comparable properties on. Over the last year and a half, there's been 3 trades of homes that were less square footage, do not have an elevator or some of the amenities. Those trades happen in the mid to high 6s, right? We're only listed at 7.4.
Oh, 7.4.
I always say bring anything.
It's
As
the
long as
starting
it doesn't have a
point.
5 in front of it, bring anything and see what happens.
It's hard to find comparable, that's what comp stands for, is comparable properties, comparable properties for freshly renovated homes, especially renovated homes that are that old. Like that's an old house that's been completely renovated. Clearly it's been gutted, it had to have been gutted. There's no way it looks like that otherwise. So with something like that, yes, the house was built back in this time frame, but depending on how much was renovated in the home, if it's almost an entirely new build and they just based off of the previous build, you're looking at potentially new build comparables. And for him, he even said, hey, look, I've done the research. There's 3 other trades that were historic homes that were renovated, and they're in the mid to high 6s, I believe he said.
Yeah.
And he said, we're at 7. To be honest with you, I'd push the market for that, especially if they didn't have the amenities like the pool or the rooftop deck or the double deck, because I think it has a double deck on it, or some of the features on the inside, an elevator. You have to add in those things to help with your sale price. But at the end of the day, obviously this guy's looking for a deal. We'll see if he gets it. I do think, because they showed this one, he might end up selling this to somebody, because it's not your average like historic home.
Yeah.
This is a beautifully redone remodel or renovation.
They had to go through a lot too, because there's lots of restrictions when you get to historic districts and things of that nature.
Correct.
So they went through a whole lot probably to renovate this house.
Yeah, because there are a lot of restrictions. There's things that you can't do. There's things you can't get out. And I guarantee you they never tore the house down, because they can't, unless it fell on its own. But they would have had to use the existing structure to get this. But what they did with it is fantastic.
I think in everything I've done, starting when I was a young kid, I've always wanted to prove myself. My parents put that pressure on me, but I've always put an extreme amount of pressure on myself to be the best at whatever I was doing. I just expect things to happen overnight. And I want to be successful overnight. Sometimes that's not the case.
All right, just to go a little into that, just kind of tie that into real estate. So, the realtors that get in, and I mean, I got in at one point, my wife got in, everybody starts somewhere. And it doesn't just happen overnight. And real estate's like one of the worst careers to go into for you to think it's just gonna happen overnight, because that's just not that doesn't happen. For us to start becoming really successful with our real estate business took, probably 3 years, I'd say, for us to really get into a stride. And even then, I think the average across the United States is, 1 house a year? Or maybe 2 houses a year? I can't remember the exact stat. On average in your first year in real estate, this is what you're probably gonna do. And that will not feed your family. And you're gonna have to have a nest egg, you're gonna have to have something, but for him to think it's gonna happen overnight, or, not that he's thinking it or he's saying it, it doesn't. Real estate is a tough business. It's a cutthroat business. It is full 1099. You are full self-employed. It is up to you to go and make the change in your life to become a successful realtor. So, I don't know. I understand where he's going, where he's coming from as far as like, I really want everybody to like me, or I really want to be successful immediately, and this, that, and the other, because he sees all these other agents that are being super successful. And that can really mess with your head. So just understand that when you get into real estate, it is not easy. I have friends of mine that have gotten in and they get right back out because they see how hard it is. Not everybody's cut out for it. Not everybody's able to do it. So some words of advice on that would be, have a nest egg if you're gonna get into real estate. I'd say probably anywhere from 3 to 6 months worth of bills saved up, so that you are good to go if anything happens where you can't sell anything. I'd say no matter what, get some type of mentorship, whether it's mentorship directly with another agent, mentorship with your broker, or a team that you might join. Because at the end of the day, people get in and they think they know everything about real estate because they passed a test, and in all reality, they don't know really anything about real estate, and it's a lot of trial by error. And if you go and do that and you act as the professional without actually ever selling a home, it's very hard to convince somebody that you should list their home or help them as a buyer's agent. So having a mentor help you through that would help out a lot.
So 14,000 square feet
Who's he talking
is
to?
what? Is that everything together, or we made a mistake and the 4,000 square feet has to be the hotel? There's no way that small 9-room hotel is 14,000 square feet.
So then, I have a laser tape measure. We can get there.
A laser
Try.
I think he's taken action on, like, we got to figure this out to set a price. So that is something that we do look at whenever we list your property, is the square footage, because sometimes it can be incorrect on past listings
Or tax
records. So that is something that Derek and I have found
To be very important. We get our houses professionally measured. I don't know why they wouldn't have done the same. But the way I look at it is, if you're trying to list something, and even if the numbers match even remotely on tax records or from the owner or from a past appraisal, appraisers sometimes get them wrong. I had one happen the other day where we showed a house. It was listed at 1,900 square feet plus, and the appraiser came back out, a new appraiser, once we went under contract, and said, hey, side note, this is a 1,600 square foot home. That's a pretty big difference.
Yeah.
So my clients were the buyers, and they were very upset because they thought they were getting a 1,900 square foot home. In reality, it came down to, like, you saw the house, you felt good in the house. The square footage didn't change versus your view, it just changed on a number. So when you were there and you felt that house, that made sense. So with this is a lot bigger, grander scale. You're on, you're doing a hotel where it is imperative that the square footage is accurate. It is imperative that you are making sure you cross all your T's, dot all your I's, which is what he's trying to do, but he's clearly getting frustrated because he has a baby on the way, and I've never been through that before ever in my life. So is this realistic or not? I think it is.
Yeah, I do too.
I think it's really realistic.
I think they try hard to...
Yeah, we're not gonna say the try hard part. That sounds
Okay.
awful. I think they try real hard, you know?
Well, what I'm trying to say is I think they try really hard to make it as realistic as they possibly can. I don't know if this is a real buyer, like, is this a real scenario? We don't know behind the scenes.
We have to just assume that that's the case, okay?
Yeah.
We have to assume that this is a real buyer. We have to assume these are real things, just like we do on any of the other React episodes.
Yeah.
We have to assume that, yes, this is true and this is really happening.
Yeah.
Is there drama thrown in? Clearly. It is way over the top. And does this all happen all the time on the drama side? No. I don't think so, or at least I've never been a part of that. But as far as the actual information happening between agents and the buyers and the sellers, and is that realistic? Is it realistic as an agent to feel like, oh, I haven't had any closings for 2 months? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If you're a newer agent, you need that, absolutely. If you've never done a commercial deal and you feel like, oh, I dropped the ball on this stuff, that is all realistic, very realistic. So yeah, I think a lot of it is realistic, and then of course the drama's way overboard. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Derek and Bethany React. We had a great time with this one. I hope you did too.
Yeah, if there are any shows or movies you would like for us to react to, leave them in the comment section below.
Thanks guys,
Bye.
see ya. The classic, like, rando in the background. How dare you? What a staged event that was. And we're only 30 seconds in. So I think hey baby, you gotta wake up.
I am.
Ooh. Hey baby, you wanna go to the Hamptons? Let's go to the Hamptons. Let's go up there and let's go play around. Wait. It's probably not what they sound like.
No.
Not at all.
You have to say that.
I had to say that. You hate me. Okay. Also, okay. We can help you with all your buy, sell, invest needs. All the needs of real estate needs are there, and they need to be met by us, the trainer group. Boom! Look at us doing it all big. Yeah. Obviously, guys, we like to do these things in the house. I don't know what you said.
Because you are listening.
Oh, was I not? I was mimicking. Same thing. Also, guys, if you like, what'd you say at the beginning? I want to say that because
Also,
it sounded so good.
We do not make money off these videos.
Oh, yeah. Bethany's so mad right now. Can you just do it?
Okay.